The State General Laboratory was founded in 1932 and has developed over the years into a dynamic centre for quality control and research, as well as an advisory centre for all government services with national and worldwide recognition. It's the official government establishment for the chemical, biological, microbiological and toxicological quality control in Cyprus. The prime objective of the State General Laboratory is to support the development and application of the policies and legislation in the realm of public health, the environment, justice and consumer protection.
The State General Laboratory is one of the 5 departments of the Ministry of Health. It is a multidisciplinary institute with state-of-the-art equipment. It is accredited according to EN ISO 17025 2005, focusing to continuous quality and effectiveness. It comprises 19 specialized laboratories that are committed to excellent services, and 92% of its personnel are scientists with high academic qualifications. It has been recognized by the Cyprus Research Foundation as one of the few research centers outside academia in Cyprus. The State General Laboratory is committed to protect public health and the environment, to protect the safety and the interests of the consumers, and support justice as well as policies and legislation.
Public health protection is primarily achieved through the assurance of the quality and safety of foodstuffs. The State General Laboratory, while applying the stringent regulations that have been adopted at a national level, implements rigorous controls throughout the entire food chain, from the primary production stage, such as from the fields or farms, to the consumer's plate, with the ultimate objective to protect the consumer. The various national food control programs are carried out on an annual basis and implemented in collaboration with the public health services of the Ministry of Health, the municipalities and other ministries. These programs include, among others, controls for additives such as preservatives, colorants and synthetic sweeteners. Veterinary drug residues in animal products which can result from abuse or misuse of drugs. Pesticide residues in all food products but mainly in fruit and vegetables. Carcinogenic mycotoxins, especially in cereals, milk, dried fruit and nuts. Environmental contamination of foodstuffs by toxic or carcinogenic pollutants. Levels of radioactivity in foodstuffs. Materials and products which may come into contact with food so as to ensure consumer protection from dangerous chemical substances that may migrate to foodstuffs from the container materials. Microbiological contamination of foodstuffs and determination of their level of safety and hygiene, thereby preventing cases of food poisoning and promoting good manufacturing practices in the food industry. Chemical and microbiological contamination of bottled water at points of importation, manufacturing and selling. Furthermore, the State General Laboratory also monitors the adulteration of foodstuffs, especially products such as olive oil and honey, the nutritional value of foodstuffs and the drafting of food composition tables, tariff classification of imported products for customs control purposes, the correct labeling of foodstuffs. Special attention is also given to the potential presence of genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. A specialized laboratory is dedicated to the testing of all types of foodstuffs and raw materials to ensure the strict adherence to the corresponding regulations on the control of GMOs. In addition, in regards to labeling, a specialized program is implemented to detect and identify allergens in foods. Within the framework of EU regulations, 14 substances are classified as possible allergens, and these should be listed on the label. Authenticity tests on food products and drinks are carried out with the use of very specialized techniques in order to certify their geographical origin. Such products include wines and the Cyprus port wine called Kumandaria. The State General Laboratory is continually developing and implementing new controls, such as those for anabolic steroids in food supplements and for the rapid determination of dioxins. The safety control of toys is another important area where the State General Laboratory has made substantial developments. Quality control tests are carried out on the composition and safety of materials used, as well as on their mechanical properties and durability. Economic development as well as technological advances can have detrimental effects on the quality of the environment unless this is safeguarded with preventative long-term strategies based on comprehensive policies and legislations. One of the primary aims of the State General Laboratory is its contribution to the implementation of such an environmental policy. To this end, the laboratory has developed a multi-dimensional monitoring system to meet the needs of the acquis communautaire on environmental issues. In addition, this system acts as an early warning system for accidental pollution or maliciously induced environmental problems. In this way, the State General Laboratory can contribute substantially towards preventative and effective measures. The State General Laboratory has, over the years, developed into one of the major services supporting all the pertinent governmental competent authorities dealing with environmental issues, and has built up a unique infrastructure which covers the chemical, microbiological, virological, ecotoxicological, and radiological aspects of the monitoring and control of water pollution. There are 7 specialized laboratories providing services, incorporating the latest international scientific and technological advances, and which also undertake target-oriented and problem-solving research. The laboratory activities are focused primarily on water, indoor and outdoor air quality, and sewage, while at the same time cover all aspects of the environment. One new area of rapid development involves understanding the relationship between the environment and health. This can lead to a more successful public health policy, while at the same time preventing many diseases which can be linked to the environment, such as cancer, asthma, and neurodevelopmental abnormalities. The State General Laboratory plays an active role in this area, both at the European level as well as at the level of the World Health Organization. Amongst the main objectives promoted by the State General Laboratory are the following: indoor air. Children and adults alike spend an appreciable amount of time at home and come into contact with toxic substances which arise from building materials, chemical products of daily use, as well as pollutants from the external environment. The State General Laboratory, through research and consumer education, aims to contribute to the improvement of the air quality in homes and schools. Special emphasis is given to the reduction of the effects of passive smoking and of other substances which have a detrimental effect both on the embryo and on children. Biomonitoring. One of the new aims of the State General Laboratory is biomonitoring, the measurement of the true level of pollutants in man. With this approach, the true exposure of man to environmental pollution is measured. Recently, through a pilot project carried out for children between 4 and 8 years of age, cotinine was found on the saliva of 97% of them. Endocrine disruptors, substances that can disturb the balance of the endocrine system in man and in other organisms, is also one of the new areas under investigation in the State General Laboratory. The safety and hygiene of drinking water is one of the basic areas of activity of the State General Laboratory. Water must be safe, free of bacteria or chemicals which could have detrimental effects on man. The control of the quality of drinking water is secured with an annual program which covers, apart from the water supplied by the Water Board, bottled water and that sold in tankers and in street vending machines. The beaches of Cyprus are among the cleanest in Europe, both from a microbiological and a chemical aspect. With routine checks on seawater, the State General Laboratory contributes considerably in maintaining this image. In a similar way, public and private swimming pools are also checked. Pharmaceutical drugs are products directly linked to the treatment of ailments and which demand critical checks based on stringent specifications. All forms of pharmaceutical products, namely tablets, parenteral solutions, injection preparations and syrups, are checked with high-technology equipment for the accurate determination of the active ingredient and the amounts of byproducts or impurities which may be present, their microbiological state, as well as a wide range of physico-chemical properties. The control program includes also veterinary pharmaceutical drugs. Cosmetics are products that contain a lot of chemicals which come into contact with skin, other external parts of the body, and the mouth on a daily basis. Quality control consequently is implemented to monitor the possible presence of dangerous or prohibited chemical substances which are specified by the Cyprus cosmetics legislation, which in turn is harmonized with the European guidelines. Current methods for the detection and solving of crime demand a continually greater involvement of scientific methodology in the examination of the wide variety of police exhibits which are collected from crime scenes and from suspects. Of primary support and assistance to the police in the scientific examination of exhibits is the Forensic Science and Toxicology Laboratory of the State General Laboratory, where more than 4,000 exhibits are analyzed each year with state-of-the-art equipment. These exhibits include controlled drugs, biological samples for the detection of alcohol, narcotics and other toxic substances, and samples from fire scenes for the possible detection of ignitable liquids and samples for the detection of explosive residues, as well as many others. The presence of dangerous chemical substances in a plethora of consumer products is of prime interest to the laboratory. Greater emphasis, obviously, is given to children's goods, for example, glues and baby clothes. The State General Laboratory carries out research to assist in problem solving and to provide support in the development and application of state policies and regulations within its areas of expertise. Research is carried out primarily with European Union funds and also with national funds, namely from the Research Promotion Foundation and the Ministry of Health. The State General Laboratory has an international network of partners and has established a number of protocols of collaboration with institutes, universities, and organizations, both within Cyprus and abroad. The staff is continually trained in the latest scientific developments and participates in the European Food Safety Authority and the European Organization of Science, as well as in a wide range of other European and international committees.
The State General Laboratory is an institute that is recognized at national and European level, responding to the stringent requirements of quality control and the challenges arising from the EU acquis. Excellence is a fundamental basis for its work, and therefore one of its targets is to become a center of excellence and expertise in the Eastern Mediterranean region, giving its distinct impact at the eastern borders of the European Union. The State General Laboratory focuses to the future with optimism while steadily implementing its vision and its targets.